Hi everybody, my name is Jordan Haynes. I'm the Learning Programs Manager here at TheatreSquared. Welcome to our Performance Friday of our Play On educational web series. Today we're trying to respond to some feedback that we've gotten from teachers that over all of these video meetings they're having a really hard time during the social distancing to get their students to not only connect with them but to feel more open and connecting with each other like they usually do in your classes. So we've tried to rework some classic improv games and some different warm-ups that hopefully you can use during your video meetings to, if nothing else, just have your kids having a little bit of fun, feeling maybe a little bit more open and a little less quarantined. So that's the goal. All of these games can be reworked to fit your groups and your different needs. And I want to do a little special shout out to our teen council members that helped us out, Daisy and Jake and Caden and Bella. We have a great TheatreSquared Teen Council that works with us all year. There's 10 to 15 high school students in the Northwest Arkansas area that help us out throughout the year. They volunteer a few hours each month, and in turn, we let them see all of our shows for free. We're really lucky to have them. So thank you to all of our teen council members. We had a bunch of fun in this meeting doing these different games. I hope you guys have fun watching. If you have any questions, you can always hit me up at my email at theatresquaredjordan@theater2.org, and I'll be happy to give you any suggestions or hints that I can to see if you can get any of these games to work for your groups. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoy. Bye.
Here's what we're gonna play. This is so simple and so easy. It's not even an improv game. It's just a fun thing. We're gonna play a little full body rock paper scissors. So the first thing we'll do, we'll go over what our full body means. So what would we do with our bodies if we were making a big pair of scissors? Yeah, Daisy, sure. Why not? We could do this. We could do this. Sure. Yes.
Beautiful.
Shoosh. Sure. Awesome.
Get out.
Excellent. Wonderful. Awesome. If we're going to make a big piece of paper with our bodies, what do we do? Yeah, sure, Caden. Sure. Yes, Jake. I like Jake's. Let's do Jake's. Yeah. So to review, we got scissors. Yes. Beautiful. We got paper. And let's do a rock. What will we do with rocks? Hello. Yes, Caden. Beautiful. It's got some like a little bit of Karate Kid flair there too.
I was inspired.
Okay, cool. So one more time. Scissors. Beautiful. Paper. And rock. Cool.
Beautiful.
Awesome. So let's have Daisy face off against Caden, Jake face off against Bella.
I'm gonna get on Caden's view. Caden, you're going down. Ready?
1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, dang, I lost.
Caden.
Yeah, what's good?
What happened with Bella and Jake? You tie?
Bella didn't do nothing.
Ooh. We'll take her down.
Oh, no. I wasn't aware. I thought we were doing turns. My bad.
I'm so sorry. It's not your fault, but you're still out of the competition. You just got crushed by Jake. Cool. Now let's put Jake versus Daisy for the giant championship. Let's do it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ah.
Good job, Jake.
And the crowd goes wild.
Bella, you can submit an appeal if you would like to for a future rock, paper, scissors rematch against Jake.
I will keep that in mind.
Okay, cool. Go through the formal processes.
Although I think I'm okay with Jake just being the champion.
We're all okay with Jake. We support Jake.
We love Jake.
New reigning champion. Great. So now we've all done something a little silly together. Let's move on to our first little improv game that we're going to rework to do it remotely. Let's do conducted story. So this is a old school little improv exercise where one person tells a story, and as a group, we all add on to it. So one person will start talking, and at any point, I will say freeze, I'll call out someone else's name, and that person will have to pick up right where they left off, right? Even if it's in the middle of a sentence, or the middle of a phrase, or the middle of a word. Ooh, okay, the middle of a word, you have to pick it up, move right on. Fantastic. So, cool. That didn't work. My explanation, I felt like it was a little rough there. We're gonna be fine, guys. Remote. Some things aren't as smooth. So let's start our brand new. Let's tell a fairy tale. Jake, you won rock paper scissors. You're gonna start this thing for us.
All right.
Will one of you three, Daisy, Caden, and Bella, will you give us the title of this brand new fairy tale that's never been told before?
The Sad Butterfly.
The Sad Butterfly.
Sad butterfly.
Daisy. And the Sad Butterfly starts like this.
Once upon a time, in a tulip field not so far away, there lived a butterfly. Her name was Rose, and that was her favorite type of flower to feast on during the day.
Freeze.
The thing about
Fantastic. Freeze. Bella, pick it up. The thing about.
The thing about roses is that they are sweeter than most flowers, just like Rose was. She was sweeter than most butterflies. But she also had a huge problem with...
Yes, Daisy, pick it up.
Which was that she lived in a tulip field, but her favorite flower to feast on was roses, which was why she was so sad all the time, because her home was just full of gross tulips, and she didn't enjoy eating them. So one day,
Freeze! Caden.
She went to the store and she decided to buy brand new tulips. These are brand new Austrian tulips directly from Maria von Trapp. She went into there. She bought them for 2 francs, maybe 3. They had to negotiate.
Yeah.
And she left and went to her new home. Soon after.
Freeze, Jake. Bring it to an end for us real quick.
Soon after, Rose was crossing the street and she was hit by a car and never heard from again. The end.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Living a good life. Cool. So we, for this little example video, we're not going to do it now, but what I would typically do in a class as we're doing these games and warm-ups is I would ask for what everybody liked about it, some things about the story that we thought were fun or surprising or cool or funny or interesting and weird in a good way. Any of those positive things I would ask for after each one of these games that we do. But we don't have time for that right now. Let's do another one. Let's do 3-line scenes. This is really basic old school improv game. Let's get 2 people. Let's do Caden and Bella. And you guys are in a scene together. Let's say, Caden, you're line 1. Bella will be line 2. And then that means, Caden, you're line 3 as well. Cool? So just 3 lines. A line can be a sentence or a word or a sound, or it could be an entire monologue, a nice little paragraph, whatever. But we don't know who you guys are. We just know that you're 2 characters, perhaps on a Zoom call, perhaps somewhere else. You can be anywhere. Let's do a 3-line scene. Go for it, Caden.
I was thinking, maybe do you want to go to the park later today? We can see the flowers, go on the slides. What do you want to do today?
As long as we're 6 feet apart, I think we'll be okay.
We got to flatten that curve, so you right.
Yeah, and scene. Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
Very accurate.
Gorgeous. Let's do one with Jake and Daisy. Let's go here. Okay. Daisy, you want to be line 1 and line 3. Jake, you be line 2.
So what's your favorite book?
I cannot believe that you would assume that I read. I only watch movies and shows. I've never touched a book in my entire life. How dare you?
But you're an English teacher.
Indeed, beautiful, gorgeous, fantastic, super fun, you guys. Okay, let's try another one. So this is another old school short form improv game called Blind Line. There's a lot of different little names for it, but we're going to try it remotely in a different way. Instead of trying it as a scene, we're going to try it in a monologue. So one of you volunteer who wants to do it? Who wants to try it? Who wants to try a monologue? Yes, Caden.
I'll try it.
Okay, cool. So here's what you're going to do, Caden.
Okay.
We are going to have you be a character. We may pick out a location for you or something like that. But you'll be giving an Oscar-worthy, gorgeous, dramatic monologue. And at any point, we can say freeze and then fill in what your next line will be. Cool?
Okay.
So we'll freeze, and then one of these other three will tell you what your next line of your monologue will be. You'll take that line and you'll justify it as you keep talking.
Okay.
That sound good? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So what kind of characters is Caden going to play for us here? Who do we want to see?
Maybe a dog that recently turned into a human.
Yes, absolutely. Let's see exactly that. So this is a dog that just turned into a human, and this is like right after the sort of crazy epiphany of like, oh, human flesh, right? He's over from that, and maybe he's discovering something new about what it means to be a human, right? This is a little farther on. Let's see it.
Haynes.
Gotta take my moment. Okay.
Yeah. Oscar moment.
You got this.
I was walking down the street today. I was on 4 hands. And I saw this woman. And she looked at me and she said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm walking." And she said, "On all 4 of your body parts?" And she was like, "Do we not do that? Like, well, what's going on?" And she said, "No, you look like a dog, you look like a bear, a wolf." And I said,
Please. What did he say?
But I am a dog.
But I am a dog. Absolutely. That's what he said. But I am a dog.
"But I am a dog." And she looked at me and she said, "What? You don't have fur? I mean, your arms are kind of hairy, but you don't have fur. You don't have, you don't have long, like, claws. You don't have big teeth. What makes you a dog?" And I looked at her. I looked at her dead in the eyes and I said,
Freeze. What did he say? What did he say next? Let's fill in that blank.
Just because I pee on the ground doesn't mean I'm a human.
Yes. Gorgeous.
and I said, "Just because I pee on the ground does not make me human. I am my own feline," that's a cat, "my own dog self. I am my own. And you can't take that from me."
And
cannot-
scene. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Bravo. Thank you, Caden.
You're acting. Thank you. Come to my shows.
And you'll be able to transcribe that monologue and just use that for any sort
Right.
of college auditions or anything.
Right.
Right.
Period.
Okay. All right. For this next game, it's an old school short form game called Complaint Department. We're going to have a 2-person scene for this one. So who wants to be in it? Cool. Bella, Jake, love it. Great. So we'll have Jake, you're going to be the employee that works at the complaint department. And Bella, you're going to be returning something. Here's the trick. You're not going to know what it is that you are returning and complaining about. So if you can turn your volume down, all the way down, it'll be honor system. Turn your volume all the way down, do like one of these. Cool?
Perfect. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Love it. Okay,
I
cool.
have a pretty good idea for what she should return.
What do you want to?
What if she returned her own child?
Love it. Let's do it. Love it. Silly. Let's do it. Go.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to be returning something. You don't know what it is. Jake, you know what it is, and you're going to try and give her clues about it without outright telling her exactly what it is. Cool? So let's see that scene between you two at the complaint department. Lights up.
Hello, ma'am. How may I help you today?
Hi, yeah. See, I was here the other day with my mom, and I was giving her this gift, and she said, I love this item. I think it's great. I love the producer. It broke.
It
So,
broke?
yes, I'd really like my money back.
Wait, how do you mean it broke, ma'am?
Well, it just kind of disintegrated.
See, this particular item is not supposed to disintegrate.
Well, that's weird because it did.
Well, regardless, I'm very sorry, but you can't refund that item. It's non-refundable.
See, that's the problem. I would really like another one of these. There's something that I use a lot, and I would like to give it back to my mom, but can't go back empty-handed, and I'd really like my money back.
Yes, ma'am, that is correct. You cannot go back after you have it. So, I don't know how I can help you. I could find you a hot date to find a new one of these items, get a little spicy.
You are barking up the wrong tree, young man.
Oh, ma'am, well, I mean, are you free?
Well, maybe this isn't the time or place to discuss this. I'd really like my money back. I have the receipt and everything.
Back to the item you wish to return. You said it disintegrated. What did you do with the remainder? With the remains?
No, it just kind of blew away beautifully.
It blew away.
It did. We were outside when we unwrapped this, and it just kind of flew away.
You were outside when you unwrapped it. Did you have it outside?
Yes.
Were there nurses and doctors involved? Did you
Say
have
again?
any medical help at all?
No, I didn't think it was necessary. I mean, what can you do? Put a Band-Aid on it? It disintegrated.
No,
And
man.
scene! Beautiful, cool. What, you have any guess, Bella? Any guess?
Some sort of boyfriend, girlfriend?
Close-ish. It was your own child. You had a very natural home birth, and then an immediate
Disintegrated.
I don't know, something.
Disintegrated. Blew away
Birth
beautiful.
to the
That mean
We
fish.
don't know. But
What'd you do with the remains?
very beautiful.
Get it to my tiger.
Cool. All right. Let's try another thing. This is called emotional options between Caden and Daisy this time.
Okay.
So this will be a two-person scene. You guys will be in a scene together, and at any point during that scene, we can say freeze and then throw out an emotion, and then you guys will have to continue that same scene with this new emotion. So let's get a little list of emotions here. What are some emotions that we might be feeling
Happy.
during a Zoom call?
During a Zoom call?
Yeah.
Depressed.
Oh no!
Kidding.
What else?
Frustrated.
Frustrated.
Crying.
Okay, cool. Let's get some positive ones now. What we might feel
Happy.
like when we get to be done.
Comedic.
Exciting.
Exciting.
Daisy, are you okay?
I'm comedically crying in my Zoom calls.
It's so bad it's funny. Okay, cool. And so we might be excited when this quarantine is over.
Disgusted.
Oh, I'm excited.
Excited. What else?
Anticipation.
Anticipation.
Oh, I thought you said participation. I was like,
So-
I mean,
so
yeah.
like sort of like a good anxious kind of thing, like just ready to get out and do something. What else? What?
Clueless? Like,
Clueless. Oh, like what do we even do with ourselves anymore? Cool.
yeah, it doesn't have to be negative. Like, it can be like a dopey sort of, I don't know what's going on.
Yes, what is happening? Yes. Cool. So I think we got enough time. Let's do it. So let's have Caden and Daisy. Let's have you guys at a dinner table. We don't know how you know each other or why.
The dining room.
Sure, yeah. You're in a little dining room. Oh, because you guys were in. You guys
Yeah,
were
Yes.
sorry.
in Fayetteville and we're in a
Just calling it back to that one.
Wow, call back that I get the reference to now. I'm sorry it took me so long. Okay, so yes, you're in a dining room, you're eating food. We don't know if you're how you're related or whatever, but we know you know each other. And lights up.
It's a little dry. Got to get some water to get it down there. Yeah.
Did Miss Driscoll, I'm gonna admit, I think she was a little drunk whenever she was making our chicken today because
It's
just
flaking.
isn't it? It is flaking.
It's ashy. What, did she throw it in the fire?
That's what I was thinking. I was like the same thing. I was like, there's some coals in here, and
Freeze. Cool. Let's go depressed.
it made me
I'm
really, really sad. Just like
I
seeing
don't
that
even want to eat the chicken.
she has 4 kids, and she's making this chicken drunkenly. What do you think her kids go through every day? You know, like
I don't know. Maybe we should give them this chicken. I mean, I don't even want it
they're
anymore.
probably starving anyway. Like,
I
Please.
know.
Excited.
Well, this is the best chicken I've ever tasted. It goes
Okay.
great with the mashed potatoes.
once
Or
I put
slightly
salt
mashed.
on it, a little salt and pepper, I was like,
Mhm.
wow, this is great.
Mhm.
I'm so excited to taste more of her food.
And
Just
we can have the leftovers tomorrow. We can make like a
Yeah.
chicken burrito. I'm
Freeze.
so excited for tomorrow.
Freeze.
Maybe we can go on a run.
Easy freeze.
Anxious.
Okay,
I
but
don't
like,
know.
I don't understand what's gonna happen with this because although I'm excited, I am all in the same vein. Like, is it gonna taste good after this? Like, she could, go off the deep end.
What's for dessert? I don't.
Freeze.
It's making me really.
Clueless.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know what's going on anymore.
Where are we even? Whose
Freeze.
dining room is this?
Freeze. Beautiful. Good work. Go.
Daisy.
Awesome. So let's do this. Let's try some instead of some improv games. So those are like the majority of the little improv games that we thought would work well with a group, but we have a list of some other like little miscellaneous like fun party games and things like that. So just things to think about. We won't do any examples of these, but things like charades. That game Taboo, where you give somebody the word, maybe give them the word over chat, and then they have to like give them clues without saying it. Whatever, we know that game. Great. Same as like Celebrity. Give them a celebrity. They have to do the thing. Cool. Pictionary. Hello. What's up? Do it. We just like draw it out. We get our little piece of paper.
Share the whiteboard.
Boom. There we go. Let's see. Also, here's a fun little warm-up check-in game that I like to do. That's just a silly game. It's called Sorry, I'm Late. So you're going to say, sorry, I'm late, and then you talk about, use as an excuse the premise for a movie or a play or a book, something famous.
Wait, that's really funny.
So I'll give it a try here. So guys, I'm so sorry I'm late. I just came from a wedding. It was actually my uncle's wedding. He got married to my mom, and then my dad's ghost like had to talk to me forever about like apparently he was murdered. Once you get it, you guess it. Sorry. Once you get it, you guess it. You got it. Yeah, we got it. Good.
Oh, what was it?
It was Hamlet.
Ah.
So sorry.
I thought it was Weekend at Bernie's.
Girlfriend's dad through a curtain. What's up? Cool.
What's up?
Who wants to try it? Let's try one more. Anybody got an idea? Yeah, go for it, Bella.
Guys, I'm so sorry I was late. I was at rehearsal today and it was all going really well. And then all of a sudden, this guy just decided to just drop in with a noose around his neck and was just like there. And we were all freaking out because we were just in our pretty little tutus.
Oh,
Ooh.
the opera.
Yeah!
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, cool. And then, look, do we want to do one more of those or no? You got an idea? Do it, Daisy.
Guys, I'm so sorry I'm late. I just got back from fighting to the death with some people. I was like randomly chosen, and then I was like, well, my sister was randomly chosen. Yes, Bella.
Yeah, okay.
We all know.
She was randomly chosen, but then I like volunteered as tribute. And, okay, cool.
Not a big deal.
Does everybody have a piece of paper, like something they can write with and something they can write on?
I could get it.
I have a
Go.
phone.
Go time, go.
Okay.
My laptop.
Run!
I'm going.
Need to be like wide ruled, or are we just talking?
Definitely college ruled. Okay,
Cool.
college ruled paper. I can't
Mhm.
possibly abide wide rule. That was a joke. Get whatever you need. Anything. Could be a napkin. Doesn't matter. This is the last little game we'll play. I just think it'll be fun.
Okay. Part of quarantine has been I've reorganized the entirety of my bookshelf so I know where nothing is.
That's an opportunity. You're good. You're taking advantage of it. All right. Let's. So we're gonna do this. I'm going to set a little timer for 30 seconds, and in that 30 seconds, we are going to try to the best of our ability to draw one person's little portrait. I'm gonna call this game Portrait Mode. We're gonna do this thing, and then at the end of the 30 seconds, we're gonna hold it up, and everybody's gonna try and guess what they drew. Cool.
Oh no.
Is this like a person in the group right now?
In the Zoom right now, we're gonna try and
Oh.
we're gonna try and draw one of these people. We're gonna try. And
I'm going on a no card. This is gonna be terrible.
Yeah, no, it'd be great.
some.
We do not apologize for being amazing. Okay.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, you guys ready to start this thing? We're just gonna do 30 seconds of September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh!
Five seconds.
No!
3,
Me
Two.
too, Dave.
1.
I
Okay.
didn't even draw their face.
All right, here we go. I'll go first.
Jake.
Jake.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay, good. That means that's accurate. I got the swoop in there.
Got the swoop.
Cool. Next.
I can go.
Yeah, you do it.
Caden.
No, that's
Ooh, no, that's Bella. It's got glasses. Giveaway. Too easy.
the glasses.
Nice. Okay. What you got? Who's next?
Okay, I'll go. It says Pope Francis.
It's me!
Why does it say Pope Francis?
Because Daisy's obsessed
Pope
with Pope
Francis.
Francis.
I'm not wearing my Pope Francis shirt though.
Cool. Love it. What you got, Daisy?
All right. I spent too long in the background.
Is that Jake?
Is that Jake?
Aiden? What is that?
My head does not look like that.
Wait, put it up again. You're doing his living room back there? That's
Who is that?
I'm drawing the books. And then it was like 10 seconds and I was like, his
That's
face.
how it goes. Okay. You guys, thank you so much for.
Wait, who did Bella draw?
Yeah,
Oh my
we
God,
need to
we
Bella.
didn't see Bella. Bella, show me.
It's so bad. I failed art in kindergarten.
Let's see it.
Is it me?
Amazing.
It is crazy.
Yeah, we did not fail. We did not fail. We succeeded.
I feel so loved in this Zoom call.
You guys, did you have fun? Did we have a good time?
Yes.
Good.
Oh yes.
You guys, thank you so much for your time. I definitely had fun with you. Thank you. I hope you guys have a great day.
You
So
too.
exciting.
Bye. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.